What's up, heroes? My name is Sylarclone, and welcome back to Ace Academy. We are up bright and early for a PE class, so let's see how this early morning wake-up is going to affect us for the rest of the day. I'm not a morning person, so I'm already kind of grumpy about it. I climb out of bed and begin my morning routine. After getting ready, I head downstairs to an empty living room. Kaito and Nikki must still be asleep. Like any other normal person. Can't say I'd blame them. I'd be asleep still too if I didn't have this stupid class. I power feast through breakfast and head on my way. An uneventful drive later, I'm waiting outside the gymnasium. It probably took us a lot less time to get there, what with no traffic at all, because no one is up at 5:45 in the morning. Some zombie-like students wait with me. The rest are passed out in the campus benches. Why are you here? A cheerful voice, too cheery for the current time of day, breaks through my reverie, and I see two familiar faces approaching. Ah, he's with Kaori, too. Shou is beaming, but I can't say the same about Kaori. Her eyes are hardly open, and she yawns, barely mustering a nod of acknowledgement. I am with you, Kaori, on this one. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay, Mr. Rogers, but I'm definitely with Kaori on this one. I rub my eyes, barely able to stay conscious. Man, sup, Shou? Go away!
You're not a morning person either?
No. What the heck was that? Before I get a chance to reply, Shou smacks my back hard and I stumble a few paces. Kaori staggers too. She whips around and stomps a foot towards Shou. Her drowsy expression is replaced with one of fire. There she is. She's awake now.
Ow! What was that for?
Did you hit her too, Shou? That's not a good idea.
Just waking you both up for a wonderful day of gym class.
Can we murder him? Kaori and I both shoot piercing glares towards Shou. I'm going to end him.
Not before I do.
Save some for me, girl. Shou steps back, his hands going up defensively.
Whoa, guys, chillax.
Not this early in the morning. There is no chill in the morning before coffee.
So scary.
Good. What's up with you two picking this as your time slot for the course?
We could ask the same for you.
I transferred into the program late, so this is the only class available. Kaori crosses her arms.
I guess that makes sense.
You guess? That has to make sense. And you guys?
We were originally in a later class, but decided to change out.
Why would you choose to come to this time? Any reason why? Shou looks at Kaori. She sighs before shrugging her shoulders.
Remember when we told you about us forming our own team because it didn't work out with the previous one?
Yes.
Let's just say we all decided to pick the same gym class to train together, but as you know, it didn't work out.
Hey, the thought was still good. Sounds more like falling out. Shou rubs the back of his head. That's a yes.
Something like that. In any case, we figured it'd be easier to switch out than deal with that awkwardness every week.
I am with you on that one. I probably would have done the same thing. Pry for details, drop it for now. You know what? We'll just drop it. He clearly doesn't want to talk about it, and it seems like that's a bit of a messy situation, and I don't think we've built up that trust just yet to be able to say, hey, can you tell me what happened here? So we'll drop it for now. I guess that makes sense. We hear a click as the building door unlocks.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. We had a little issue with the gym schedule, but that's now been resolved. Please make your way to the locker rooms, then meet at Gymnasium 3.
How did you have a problem with the gym if you had to unlock it? I don't understand.
Awesome. We'll see you there, Kaori. Come with me, Brosif.
Fine. Shou pushes me towards the men's locker room. We quickly change into our uniforms, then Shou and I head towards the gym. I don't know why we wouldn't just go dressed in our gym uniforms. That would just make more sense than change into our ace uniforms when we're done with class. Even with all the training equipment inside, the space still feels huge. Flags and banners from past victories hang on the walls and ceiling. Typical of Ace Academy. Everything looks pristine. It looks like a fantastic little gymnasium.
Hello?
Hi, what do you want? Go away. Shou's voice snaps me back to reality, but I don't want to come back to reality. Reality's early. Yeah? What's up?
out like that when I'm asking you such an important question? It's almost like you don't care.
You were asking a question? Sorry. What did you ask?
What's your favorite flavor of Dango?
Shou, that is not an important question. You can ask me that at any time. I think he and I have different definitions of what an important question is. I suppose it's... Something in my peripheral vision distracts me from answering. Whoa! A group of girls enter the gym wearing nothing but their panties and a t-shirt. This can't be right. No, this can't be right. I must be dreaming. This is still a dream. It's so early, I'm still dreaming. I rub my eyes, but the magical sight remains in full focus. What's going on?
Huh?
The girls over there are just walking around in their panties. You perv. Shou glanced excitedly, but deflates a second later.
What are you talking about, Broseph?
You just looked in that direction. How are you not seeing this?
See what? Girls wearing their gym uniforms?
That's one scantily clad uniform, then. Or scandalous uniform? Am I thinking of the right word? I'm probably not. It's incredibly revealing. Shou stares for a moment.
I still don't get it. That's what they've always worn, ever since elementary school.
Oh, well, I'm the weirdo here then.
Actually, now that you mention it...
Wait. I watch as Shou's face reddens.
My God! What have you done?
I have ruined everything for you.
I won't be able to focus in this class anymore.
You're welcome. Come on. I couldn't have been the only one seeing this.
You were. I was desensitized to this from childhood because my memories never associated this attire with perversion, and thus there was nothing to be perverted about.
And now you're being perverted about it, so not my problem anymore. What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I'm too distracted to think clearly.
You're also easily distracted.
What are you two yelling about?
I don't want to look. But I want to look. We both spin around and see Kaori. She's also wearing what no one in their right mind would dub a gym uniform. I mean, now that I get a chance to see it, you know, sure, it could be kind of revealing, but it's just kind of like bikini bottoms. I don't see it, but maybe that's just me. Her porcelain legs are completely free of blemish, and the way the material shows off her body makes it clear she works hard to stay fit. Oh, this is going to get awkward. How could she wear something like this? Swiggity swiggity, I'm coming for that booty. Her exercise routine is yielding superb results. Well, both of these two options up here are entirely creepy, so we're going to go with the less creepy one of let's just subtly hit on her. If I ever had any doubt about Kaori's physical prowess, I don't have them anymore. It must take hard work and discipline to have a body like yours. Uh-oh, not amused. She frowns as a hand instantly goes to her side. The only thing betraying her unimpressed expression is the slight pink creeping into her cheeks.
Are you really trying to hit on me with a line like that?
That depends. Is it working? No, just giving credit where credit is due. Of course. Ha! You wish. I have no idea on this one here. I kind of want to screw with her mind a little bit. I'm just going to go with, you know what? Of course. We're going to see how this goes. Depends. Is it working?
No.
I don't believe you. Not even a little?
Not even at all.
Your voice is slipping just a little bit. I can tell. It's working. That's cold. Despite her shutdown, the corner of her lips tug into a faint smile. It worked. That says it worked. And Shou's like, well, damn. You just hit on Mayu and Kaori. And Kaori didn't murder you for hitting on you. For you hitting on her. Impressive. A few moments go by as we wait for class to start. By the way, have you guys thought about what we should do for a sponsorship?
Not quite.
Great. So we're definitely behind the ball on this one, it sounds like.
No.
You of all people, I thought you'd be on top of this, Kaori. Shou and I both glance at Kaori in surprise, and she crosses her arms.
What?
You're usually on top of this stuff.
That's just what I said.
I've been busy. This team isn't the only thing I focus on.
But isn't this your field of study, so you should be focusing on it? Before Shou can say anything else, I intervene. That's okay. I might have a lead anyways. Don't worry, Shou. I'm saving you from being murdered.
Really?
Why are you so surprised? She doesn't need to sound so surprised. Yeah, you know the SBA? They both nod. I know someone who works for them. She agreed to help us find a sponsor. Shou claps me on the back. Enough with the touching this morning.
This is why I chose you to join our team. You make things happen.
Of course I do. Are you sure it's not because I was the only person available? Kaori snorts. Yes, I'm making her laugh today, but Shou is unfazed. That's no surprise.
That too.
I could expect that to happen out of him. Shou's about to speak again when Kaori shushes him.
Be quiet. Class is about to start.
But I don't want to be quiet. The professor waits for the room to quiet down before he begins the class. Why do we need to be quiet? It's PE. We're going to be loud later anyways. The professor dismisses the class, and the three of us file out together. My muscles are already fatigued and my limbs tremble. I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Shou groans.
My legs feel like they're on fire.
It seems like you and I feel the same way, Mr. Broseph. I grunt in sympathy, too tired to respond. Kaori power walks ahead of us.
Class wasn't that hard.
Shut up, you're not allowed to talk. Shou and I stare at each other. I whisper to him. How is she doing that right now?
She's a cyborg, a human mecha hybrid.
That makes sense. Makes sense to me. She didn't hear us, so we're not going to die yet. Once we're outside, Shou waves goodbye.
Well, that was fun. I got some stuff to take care of, though. I'll catch you on the flip side, Kaori, Mr. Broseph.
Peace out, dude.
Same. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, I gotta probably do that class thing myself. We all say goodbye. And I go and do the class thing. Or apparently here, I have my option to go talk to Mayu, so go talk to Mayu. It's such a nice day out that I decided to do some studying outside because it's a glorious day and nothing beats studying and reading out in the quad. I make myself comfortable on a bench in the courtyard when I see Mayu walk past. She's carrying a case with her. Hey, Mayu. I stand and wave. She turns at the sound of her name and comes over when she sees me.
Hi, I didn't see you there.
Really, I don't stand out? No worries. Where are you headed?
I'm going to the music room.
There's a music room on campus? She shuffles the case from one hand to the other. That's cool. You play an instrument?
Yup, the violin.
Fancy. I could see her as a violin player.
Do you play an instrument?
Does the MC play an instrument? Because I do. My parents tried to get me interested in music when I was young, and I was forced to do lessons, but I quit when I was older to pursue other activities.
I understand. When my father first put me in lessons, I hated it. But the more I practiced and learned about music, the more I liked it.
It's all about igniting that passion. That's good. It's always harder to do something when you dislike it. Mayu nods. It really is the truth. If you don't like to do something, you're not going to want to do it. I'd love to hear you play sometime. Mayu's eyes grow wide and her hands tremble. Uh-oh. We've made her nervous.
I don't know. I think I'd be too embarrassed.
Why would you be embarrassed? How come?
It's so embarrassing to play in front of an audience. I practice alone.
But you gotta get out and get the performing experience anyways. That's how it becomes more comfortable. So you've never performed at a recital or anything? She shakes her head.
No, I've I've always had private lessons, so I've never had to play in front of a crowd before.
That seems strange that your professor or your private instructor wouldn't have you do any lesson or any recitals. You don't have to be embarrassed. I'll teach you a trick. What are you scared of? Well, you don't have to be embarrassed. I'm sure you're really good. You don't have to be scared to play in front of people. Mayu shuffles her feet and holds her case close to her side.
I would like to, but I really just can't.
Well, why? Okay, how about we make a deal? I'll do something embarrassing, then you'll play for me.
No, you don't have to do that.
Sure I do. That sounds like fun. But if I do, you'll play for me, right? She bites her lip. Worry clouds her eyes. Don't be afraid. Watch this. I'm about to make an ass of myself. I can feel it. With one long leap, I jump onto the bench, but I miscalculate my distance and my foot hits the edge of the seat. I windmill my arms and trying to catch my balance, but end up toppling over the back of the bench and falling face first into the grass. That one's gonna hurt. All of the surrounding students pause to stare at me, and the laughter that follows seems to stretch forever before it gradually dies down. The things I do to impress her. Once everyone loses interest, I untangle my limbs and push myself to standing. My cheeks are burning as I check myself for bruises. That definitely did not go as planned. What was the original plan? I just want to know.
Are you okay?
No, my pride hurts. Yeah, I'm fine. Mayu's face and neck are bright red, and as I straighten up, she hides her face in her hands.
I can't believe you did that.
Neither can I. Hey, why are you embarrassed? I'm the one who did that, and I'm okay.
I don't know.
It's because you're associated with me, probably. She lowers her hands and glances at me. I grin at her. See? I'm still alive. Mayu hesitates, then she laughs. I've never noticed how cute her laugh is. She notices me staring and hides her laughter with her hand.
What?
Nothing. It's your turn now. Mayu shakes her head.
I can't. It's too embarrassing. But I promise I'll play for you another time. But only when it's just you.
Okay, I can take that deal. I nod. I'll hold you to it. She smiles.
I'd better get to practice now.
Go ahead, go practice. Sure, I'm gonna go somewhere where no one just watched me do that. Mayu giggles again, then waves goodbye. I think that went well. Once she's gone, I find a secluded area on campus to finish studying. I'm basically done for the day, but I don't feel like going home just yet. I wander the campus aimlessly as I decide what I want to do. Check out the library, check out the quad, or hang out in the pilot's lounge. I don't know here. I mean, the default answer is normally go hang out at the pilot's lounge. But maybe I should continue studying. I think I'm going to go continue studying. That's what a good student would do. I've been out at the quad all day studying, so you know what? Let's study at the library. Go back and actually do something. I should stay on top of my classes and get some studying done. While we've been doing it all day, we should go inside and work on some other stuff. I'm more familiar with the campus now, and I have no trouble finding the library. Students lounge in the open areas, a coffee in one hand and a book in the other. It reminds me of CINY. I guess some things just translate across cultures. Yeah, studying and lots of coffee. I'm a little surprised by how many students are here so early in the semester, and it takes me a while to find an empty desk. I finally find one on the 3rd floor. It's not as secluded as I'd like it to be, but it'll do. Settling in my desk, I can't help but notice all the graffiti. Yep, some things really don't change. Pulling out my tablet, I get to work. And a probably rather good study session, it seems. After about half an hour, I'm interrupted by the student at the desk beside me. He's wearing stripes on his uniform, so he must be a pilot. What do you want?
Sorry to bother you. I don't know if you
recognize me or not, but we have Piloting 101 together.
Yes, what's going on, dude? He looks vaguely familiar, but we've never spoken before. I nod.
I was wondering if you can help me with a question.
I got time? Sure.
For what use were gear initially developed?
Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, civilian, military, government. Well, gear were usually used for military use, because now they've been adapted to recreational. I think that was something we covered in one of our classes, but they were initially used for military use. It was for military use, but now they're used commercially everywhere. He grins.
Oh yeah, I think I remember reading that. Thanks.
No problem, man. Glad to help out a fellow student in their assignment. After another nod of thanks, he returns to his text. I feel smarter for having known the answer. So we were right. Fantastic. Nobody else bothers me after that, and I'm able to complete my studying in peace. You know, I used to do that all the time in school. If I saw someone in my class that was working on something, I'd go in and help them. And especially in my music theory classes, we'd always help each other out. We'd send text messages, hey, what did you get for this? Or what did you find here? So I can certainly relate to that. I was just hoping we'd run into Mayu. My phone rings and Yuna's name flashes on the screen. I shouldn't be chatting on the phone while in the quiet study spaces. I pack up my tablet and head into the group study room where talking is allowed. Nice and respectful of me to be able to do that. Hi, Yuuna. How goes the search?
Actually, that's why I called you. I have some good news.
I like good news. Lay it on me. What is it?
I got you an interview.
Fantastic. Already? It's only been a day. How'd you do it?
Lots of phone calls.
I laugh. Thanks, Yuuna. This is great.
I know. It's with Warp Tech Corporation.
That name also sounds familiar. I nearly dropped the phone. How did you get a major player like Warp Tech interested in us?
I told them the truth. You guys are a strong up-and-coming team. And with the right sponsor there to support you, you'll be unstoppable.
I mean, we were unstoppable to begin with, but this will make us even more unstoppable. Thanks. We definitely have an advantage if we had access to Warp Tech's weaponry. When is the interview?
Yeah, about that.
Out with it, woman. Her hesitation is ominous.
Your interview is tomorrow.
That's so soon. Drop the phone. Ha, okay. You know what? We got an interview. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. I'll be there. There's a pause before Yuuna speaks.
Oh, good.
As opposed to me not being there? Is something wrong?
No, I was just expecting you to protest a little more.
I mean, the interview's already set up. There's not much more I can do about it. Why?
Well, it's pretty short notice.
Yeah, but we need one, like, now. Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, I guess we're just gonna drop it then. I need to call my team. I don't know if they'll be able to make it.
They don't all need to be there. As long as one member of the team is there, the interview can happen.
I didn't know that.
Can you make it?
I just said I could. I need time to prepare, especially if I'm going alone.
No, I'll be there. And as a member of the SBA, I'll be taking the lead in presenting your credentials. I've got everything under control.
It sounds like you do, so I'm not going in alone, which is good. All right. I'll make my own preparations tonight and meet you tomorrow.
Great. I'll meet you in front of the library after class.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks again, Yuuna. I owe you one.
It was my pleasure.
We both hang up. The first thing I do is send a group text to my team. Got an interview with Warp Tech Corp tomorrow afternoon. Can any of you join? Send. Okay, if can't, I have it under control. A minute after I've sent the text, I receive a reply. It's from Shou, which is no surprise. He's always freakishly quick to respond. Brosif, I'll be hanging Fritz on the dock plan. What? Is that... I don't understand. I literally have no idea what that means. I text him back. So, you mean yes? You're funny. Good luck and let me know how it goes. At least I got my answer now. 1 down, 2 more to go. I've still got some time before I need to go home. Apparently, I'm getting locked into talking to Yuuna here. I feel like doing something active, but I don't want to just lift weights. But I had PE this morning. I don't wanna. I've heard the recreation center always has lots of activities going on. There's bound to be something there I can do. But my body hurts from this morning. I don't want to be back here. As I walk in, the first thing I notice is how much natural light shines into the room. The facility is huge, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. There are signs leading to the different gymnasiums, and even a pool. There's a locker room nearby, and I take advantage of the facility to change into my gym clothes, which probably smell. As I continue to explore, I spot tennis courts filled with students playing matches. A few students crowd the sidelines, waiting for a court to be open. Yuuna is among them. She's standing alone, stretching out her arms. I head over and greet her. Hey, Yuuna, we just got off the phone. Thanks for setting up that interview. You're the best.
Hi.
She seems surprised.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I know we have to wait until tomorrow after class, but you know what? I gotta work out again. I didn't expect to be here, to be honest. She chuckles. So, you play tennis?
A little, just for fun. Do you play?
No. I'd only play if someone invited me to. Not so much on my own.
I see.
I'm terrible at tennis. But I do enjoy the game. So have you been waiting long for a court to free up?
Not too long. Plus, I'm next on the wait list, so once the court opens up, I'll be able to play.
Cool. Who are you playing against? She shrugs.
Anyone who's available.
How about you and I play a game then? She suddenly seems shy.
Sure, but I have to warn you, I'm a bit rusty. I haven't played much this season.
This season being the key word, I think. Let's have a fun match. That just means it's a better chance for me to win. We'll be evenly matched then. Don't be modest. Well, it's green, so I have to go for it. I think you're just being modest. I bet you're a really skilled player who constantly wipes the floor with your opponents. She blinks in surprise.
Thanks, but what gives you that impression?
I'm the main character and I can do these things. I shrug. Just a feeling that I have.
You must have a lot of faith in me.
I mean, you did find me an interview on such short notice in 1 day's time with a big contender. I suppose I have the right to have a lot of faith in you. I can't play with no equipment, though. Is there somewhere I can borrow a racket?
I actually have an extra you can use.
Cool. Wait, you have 2? Yeah, she's gonna wipe the floor with me. Great, thanks. A court opens up, and Yuuna and I take our place on opposite sides. Since you're feeling a little anxious, why don't you serve first?
Oh no, that's okay.
Why are you so shy about this now? Please, I insist, because I'm a gentleman. She smiles her thanks and nods. As we settle into place, I give my racket a few experimental swings. Feels like a tennis racket. Once ready, I nod. Yuuna tosses the ball into the air and pulls back her arm. Well, that's an intense look. With a resounding crack, her racket connects with the ball in a powerful serve. The ball whizzes towards me at lightning speed. Return. I barely managed to clip the ball. It lobs over the net, but veers out of bounds. That was a quick serve. What the heck was that?
I'm sorry.
For what? Having a good serve? Don't be sorry for that. I glance at Yuna's worried face and snap out of my daze. It's fine. I wasn't expecting that, but I'll be expecting your next one. She smiles and prepares for her next serve.
15 love.
Very good. Yes, you're winning. She bounces the ball a few times, preparing herself before the serve. Then she throws it overhead. Her next serve is just as powerful. The ball zooms towards me. Return again. I catch it with the tip of my racket. The ball flies erratically, but makes it over to the net. Yuuna smoothly parries it back. The longer we play, the more I'm able to keep up a volley. Yuuna's face is set in deep concentration, but she easily counters my hits every time the ball flies over the net, probably because she's better than me. If this is how she plays when she's out of practice, then I'm not sure I'm ready to face her at her peak. Still, the game is over before I know it. Yep, we got our ass handed to us. I couldn't compare to her, and she won 6-2. Hey, I got a couple of matches out of that.
That was a good game. You did really well.
I'm tired from this morning. Make it stop. You're being too kind. That was clearly a one-sided game. I'm not sure I believe that you're out of practice. You were amazing out there. Yuuna's cheeks are flushed from both the match and from embarrassment.
Thank you, but I really don't deserve such praise.
After giving me an ass-whooping like that, yes you do. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Even at your worst, you're still better than me.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. Are you part of the school league? She shakes her head no. You should really consider trying out.
You think so?
Absolutely. Definitely. She seems pleased, but shrugs.
Thanks, but I'm not sure I have time for that kind of commitment.
I could see that. The SBA might be quite a handful.
Hey, are you guys finished?
Yes, I just got my ass handed to me, so yes. We turn and face a pair of students walking onto the court.
Oh, yes, we just finished.
Actually, we were wondering if you two would be interested in a doubles match.
Yes. Doubles match. Yuuna and I glance at each other and both break into grins.
Sounds like fun.
They have no idea what's about to hit them. Yeah, let's do it.
Great. You guys can serve first. Good luck.
Thank you, you too, you're gonna need it. Yuuna, you serve first. I retrieve the ball and toss it to Yuuna. She catches it and preps to serve. I don't think these two know what they're in for. I really don't. As soon I get home, Nikki jumps off the couch and greets me.
There you are. What took you so long?
I decided to work out after getting up early to work out. What? She has her hand on her hips and taps her foot impatiently. Did I forget we had plans tonight? Run! Turn it around on her. Play it cool. Gotta just play it cool. Just play it off as we're the best thing ever, because we are. I'm no later than usual.
So, I've still been waiting forever for you to come home.
That sounds more like a personal problem. Really? You usually come home around the same time that I do. How come you came back so early this time?
Well, I have some exciting news.
So you just ran home and waited for me? Nikki sits down on the couch and I follow her. What is it?
Remember when you suggested I start a cooking club at school?
I do recall that, yes. Yeah.
I took your advice and spoke with the school administration, and they loved the idea. I already have a teacher who's agreed to sponsor the club, and a few of my classmates have approached me asking if they could join.
Well, that sounds fantastic. That is great news. That's awesome, Nikki.
I know. I was thinking of structuring it so that we can learn a new dish each week, and anyone can share a dish, so it's not just me leading everything.
That's not a bad setup.
Our first meeting is next week, and I thought I could start us off by teaching something simple in non-Japanese.
Not a bad start. She pauses and looks thoughtfully at me.
What do you think I should make?
Why do you want my opinion on this one? Sushi, sandwich, or a salad? Well, sushi is kind of Japanese. I think they even have sandwiches. You can go with a salad. Why not? Giving them American salad. Salad, that's what you girls like to eat, isn't it?
It's not just girls in the club. There's one guy who signed up.
Are you sure it's not a girl? You know why he did, right?
Because he wants to learn how to cook?
She is so naive. Because as the only guy in an all-girls group, he'll be an automatic chick magnet. Yes, that's it. But yeah, salad, I guess. Or maybe like a boiled potato?
Let me guess. Those are the only foods you can make.
Maybe. Of course not! I know how to make mac and cheese.
Eating stuff from a box? That's not cooking.
You didn't have to be so specific. You just asked if that's the only thing I know how to cook, and I gave you something else. Now you're putting more restrictions on it. I can make spaghetti.
Uh-huh. Maybe you should join our club.
I'm not going back to high school. And that's my cue to leave.
No, don't go. I was just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Now that I threaten to leave, now you're sorry. I laugh. I know, but I've got some studying I need to do anyways, even though I've been doing a lot of studying today.
Okay.
Congratulations on getting your club started. I bet it'll end up being the most popular club in your school.
Thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I like having a smallish size group so we can all interact easily. But having a larger group means more exposure to new foods.
Very true.
Anyway, that's getting way ahead of ourselves.
Gotta start small. Yeah, you still need to decide what you're gonna do for your first meeting.
Some helpy you've been.
I didn't have many choices here, okay? I laugh and begin to head upstairs. You know you still love me.
That's what you think.
That's what I know. She waves goodbye anyway. Once in my room, I settle down at my desk and begin collecting research and statistics I can present at the interview. I want to be well informed, especially if I'm going to be representing my team. Wait. Did Kaori or Mayu ever respond to my text? A quick check of my phone shows me they did. I open Mayu's text first, as I should. I hope it doesn't cause you much trouble if I don't go, but I have a previous engagement and can't make it. Best of luck. Why did she... I can't stay mad at her, yet she always uses such, high vocabulary and very descriptive and very much, this is what I'm saying. Even though it's not to the point, but she does a great way of saying what she means. I shrug. At least she was nice about it. Next, I open Kaori's text. Why did you schedule the interview so soon? Of course I can't make it. Don't mess this up. It's like she's screaming in my ear. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kaori. At least Yuuna will be there to back me up. And Kaori, it's not like I had a choice. This is pretty much the only thing we were backed into. I read over my notes a few more times until I'm confident about what I'll say. Then I head to bed early so I can be well rested tomorrow. Plus, I had a big day of lots of exercise, so I'm probably really tired. Why I would exercise twice in one day is beyond me. I wake up after the first sound of my alarm and hop out of bed. Today is the interview. As I get dressed, I practice my speech in my head. Gotta recite it over and over just to be prepared. Breakfast goes by in a blur as I try to anticipate what questions they will ask me. I ignore Nikki the entire time. Before long, I reach campus. As if in a daze, I go to class and take a seat by the window.
Good morning, class. I hope you're all prepared for the pop quiz.
Since it's a pop quiz, no. Pop quiz? I didn't hear about a pop quiz. Dumbass, that's why it's a pop quiz.
You are absolutely right. That is why, young man, it is called a pop quiz.
The only person who is amused by that is the professor. Exactly. He hands one page out to each student, and soon I'm staring at a sheet of questions. What is the difference between overheating a core and draining a core? Oh my goodness. It's the same thing. B. Overheating occurs when a core is utilized too much in a short span of time, while draining a core is when the total energy available is depleted. Draining occurs when a core is utilized too much in a short span of time, while overheating a core is when the total energy available is depleted. Pick C! It's always C! Well, based on those descriptions, it sounds more like B. Overheating is when we're using so much that it burns up real quick, while depletion is, well, it's all gone. Or draining is depletion, it's all gone. That sounds about right. I spend some time completing the rest of the questions. Huh. With my quiz complete, I hand it in at the front of the class. Thank you. I nod and return to my seat. The professor waits for the rest of the class to finish before beginning the lesson. Oh, this is going to be a long day. Or a long class.
That is all for today. Have a good afternoon.
Oh, I'm nervous for my afternoon, but thank you. As soon as class is dismissed, I rush out of the building. I'm not sure why I'm in such a hurry. I still have a few hours before I need to meet Yuuna. Oh, maybe it's late morning, probably like 11? I have no idea what time our interview is. I wonder what I should do to pass the time. And we are going to go see what Mayu is up to next time. I'm going to end the episode here. It's been quite a day. And next time we're going to have quite another day as well. We're going to see what Mayu's up to. Maybe she'll play for us. Maybe we'll do something different. And we have our interview with Warp Tech. That's the most important thing. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button down below or leaving a comment. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below today as well. And I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.